fighting here in New York. Come on, guys! I mean, brother, they promised us. Be quiet, man, please.
I think the manager
He upset because I give information, like. But this is his deal with UFC. I don't deal with UFC. This is his problem. But we have deal with them. He's gonna fight in Madison Square Garden, and they say yes.
Считаю, что Мадалена самый сложный соперник в ислама карьере. Это мое мнение. Ни Чарльз, никто. Ни один из этих бойцов.
И даже не Илья, если бы это бой был бы.
Ну, мое личное мнение. Во-первых, Мадалена 2 раза больше, чем Илья.
Сопоставим.
Илья. Он 2 раза больше. Он выше, больше, ноги помощные, корпус.
Islam's already tweeted at you a few times, and like the most recent one, he says, "You're not Volk. I'll show you there at different levels. Keep my belt clean." Do you have any response to Islam?
No, come get it. Come get it.
Looks like former UFC lightweight champion Khabib Nurmagomedov might have just leaked the main event for the promotion's big annual MSG show. Meanwhile, Charles Oliveira is throwing a serious warning JDM's way about Islam Makhachev, calling him a tough, relentless fighter. If JDM steps into the octagon with Islam, he better be ready for a brutal war. Are you hyped for this showdown? What do you think about the matchup?
Quem que você acha que ganha entre o Jack Della Maddalena e o Islam?
Madalena, ele é um jogo muito complicado, porque ele é um cara que... Ele não vem pra te nocautear rápido, ele vem pra te finalizar, ele vem te magoando, né?
Aos poucos, né?
Aos poucos. Foi o que ele fez agora na luta contra o Bilal. Só que eu acho que o Isla vai se dar muito bem nessa categoria, né, mano? Agora vai estar muito mais forte, é um jogo que, tipo, ele gosta de agarrar e botar pra baixo. Eu acho que o Jack Madalena fazia a mesma luta que ele fez, né? Agora contra o Bilal, batendo, movimentando, saindo, machucando, é uma luta, mas se deixar o Isla agarrar e botar pra baixo é o time.
Australian grappler Craig Jones is backing the Islam versus JDM matchup and believes the size difference gives JDM the advantage. While Islam's skills are top tier, Jones thinks JDM's bigger frame could be the deciding factor in this clash. It's shaping up to be a fascinating battle of skill versus size. What's your take?
How do you think the fight against Islam goes?
I think it's a super difficult fight. Obviously he's faced Volk twice, so the first one very competitive, and now he's facing a guy that's best scrambling ability period in all of MMA. I think that's what Bilal struggled with. So I think the size difference is going to be quite a lot than people think, and we've seen how Volk did on the ground, how much Islam struggled with him. Jack beats Islam, puts Islam in a difficult position. Does he now go back down to fight Ilya after he loses?
Khabib Nurmagomedov has already shaken up the MMA world by stating that Jack Della Maddalena is a tougher challenge for Islam Makhachev than Ilia Topuria. That's a bold take coming from the former champ himself. Definitely adds an interesting twist to the upcoming matchups. Do you agree with Khabib's assessment, or do you think Ilia poses the bigger threat?
Сопоставим.
Илья. Он 2 раза больше. Он выше, больше, ноги помощные, корпус, бокс не хуже. И грэпплинг он возится очень хорошо, если вы смотрели. Для меня, если я, например, буду готовить Ислама против Илья или Мадалины, для меня больше будет волновать и волнует Мадалина.
Adding more fuel to the hype, retired UFC star Dustin Poirier points out a crucial factor: how Jack Della Maddalena opens the fight. If JDM comes out aggressive from the start, it could disrupt Islam Makhachev's rhythm, but Poirier also recognizes Islam's intelligence and adaptability. He quickly reads opponents and turns every bout into a high-stakes chess match with serious consequences. This fight is shaping up to be a tactical thriller. How do you think JDM should approach the opening moments?
He's a big guy. I think he's going to fill into that weight. He's a really big 155er. So I think he's going to, his lifestyle outside of training camp is going to be a little more comfortable, and he'll fill into that weight class, no problem. He's going to be, he could be champion there for sure.
How do you think he does against JDM?
I think the beginning of the fight is going to tell the story, like how well JDM does at getting up, how well JDM does at keeping Islam off of his feet, off of his legs, off of the cage. It's tough to call that because JDM's a big guy, athletic. I'm excited about that. A lot of fun fights in the future.
Even Max Holloway chimed in, warning Islam not to underestimate Jack Della Maddalena. One wrong move, one misstep, and Jack could turn the fight around in a flash. This isn't just a tough challenge. It's a potential upset waiting to happen. The pressure is on. So who do you think will walk away victorious from this battle?
I think he'd be fine, man. I think he'd be good, you know, but people be sleeping on Jack, you know what I mean? And I think Jack is one of the best fighters in the world right now, and I think people is gonna find out when that match happens. I don't know. I'm hearing rumors maybe October. I think it's going to be a fun fight, smart fight, but a lot of people counting out Jack for I don't know what reason. They just keep counting him out. Kind of reminds me of when I was like coming up and counting me out about certain fights. So, I mean, he is, you know, he's the number 2 pound for pound in the world right now, but he's the number 2 pound for pound in the world for a reason, so you got to respect that, but you know, don't sleep on Jack. I think it's going to be a tough and fun fight.
Khabib is officially back in the gym, and that can only mean one thing. Business is serious. He's right there in Islam Makhachev's corner, and Islam isn't just training. He's evolving into something even more dangerous. Khabib is sharpening every skill, tightening the game plan, and preparing him for the next octagon war. The focus is laser sharp, the grind is relentless, and the next opponent better be ready. Because with Khabib in his corner, losing simply isn't an option.
Pjat. Legli na spину. No, legli. Legli na spину.
Амалин, одну серию сделай. Все четко.
Meanwhile, Islam Makhachev isn't underestimating Jack Della Maddalena for a second. He knows JDM is a dangerous threat. Explosive striking, unpredictable style, constantly switching things up throughout the round. This isn't just another contender, it's a whole different level of challenge.
I know he said he wants to get one back for Alexander Volkanovski here.
Yeah, it's gonna be a hard fight. Honestly, it's gonna be. I saw his fight against Bilal. He's good, man. He is good. When he beginning fighting in UFC, he had problem with the wrestling, but now he's improved because I see he training a lot with the wrestlers, with the grapplers, and that's why he's a champion right now, and he's good everywhere.
His longtime coach, Javier Mendez, backs Khabib's take, calling Jack Della Maddalena the toughest opponent Islam has faced, and for good reason. Islam has now vacated the UFC lightweight title to move up to welterweight in pursuit of greatness, and all paths point toward a world title clash with JDM. But make no mistake, this isn't a walk in the park. Jack Della Maddalena is a high IQ, dangerous fighter who employs a diverse arsenal, from punishing leg kicks to relentless pressure wrestling, and he shifts his approach round by round. It's a high-risk, high-pressure battle, even for someone as skilled as Islam. One mistake could send it all crashing down.
I think what makes JDM so dangerous, number one, he's unbeaten for quite a while. Yep. He's had quite a long win streak, and the fact that this guy mixes it up extremely well. He goes to the body, to the head. He doesn't just stick head hunting. He mixes it all up. He goes body, punch, boom, and then all of a sudden a kick comes. And with him, his takedown defense is really, really good also. So we are not in a situation where we can think, oh, we're going to go to the ground and no, we got to see what he's going to give us. And we have to we're going to have to make him give us something, because I don't know if he's going to. He's really that good.
Recently, Khabib Nurmagomedov stirred up the MMA world by saying he believes Jack Della Maddalena would be a tougher opponent for Islam Makhachev than Ilia Topuria. Javier Mendez echoed that sentiment, agreeing with Khabib's assessment. In Mendez's eyes, JDM presents a different kind of challenge. Unpredictable, incredibly powerful, and relentless. For Islam, this isn't just another title fight, it's a true test to see how much he has evolved.
I'm going to have to 1,000,000% agree with Khabib. I think this is our toughest test, and this is Khabib, and my biggest responsibility is to make sure we get Islam on tip-top shape and ready to do what we think and we believe he will do, and that's win. But it's not going to be easy. And if we make it look easy, it's because we were properly prepared, and Jack just happened to give us what we needed. But this is by no means a walkover fight. No means. This is a really, really tough fight, and we have immense respect for Jack and their team and what they can do. And so we're prepared, mentally now. Physically, we'll got 2 months before we start camp. We'll go then, but...
Именно 20 килограмм, точно так же, как я на видео. Обязательно в обе стороны.
On a private note, Islam Makhachev is training like a machine. Anyone who knows him understands his discipline, but now he's taken it to a whole new, almost insane level. Watching him in the gym is like witnessing a force of nature. Relentless skill, unmatched intensity, and razor-sharp discipline. Brutal sparring rounds, precision drills. He's doing everything possible to sharpen every weapon in his arsenal. No stone is left unturned. This isn't just next level training for a title fight, it's a full metamorphosis, a total transformation, gearing up for what could be the toughest challenge of his career yet.
Sure.
Islam Makhachev knows exactly what's on the line, a potential war with Jack Della Maddalena. JDM's unpredictable, wild fighting style combined with dangerous striking makes it tough for any fighter to feel confident going into battle with him. This won't be an easy night for Islam.
Наконец-то смог я тебя зимой вытащить.
Обратно в парную. В домашних условиях не повторять.
That's why Islam is preparing like he's obsessed. He's showing the mindset of a true champion, one who refuses to be caught slipping. Taking his training to the extremes, he's pushed his body to its limits in remote, high-altitude mountainous conditions, far from distractions, fully locked in on his mission. Islam Makhachev is sharpening his savage Dagestani grappling, the kind that ends fights the moment he locks in. Aggressive and utterly dominant, he drags opponents into the deep waters where only he can thrive. But in this camp, is the depth of his preparation truly unmatched? Only time will tell. Recent training footage shows Islam Makhachev unleashing powerful kicks, complementing his status as one of the most elite grapplers in the game. It's clear he's leveling up his striking to keep pace with Jack Della Maddalena's unpredictable and dynamic offense. As the hype builds, so does the attention. Former champion Kamaru Usman is keeping a close eye on the matchup. While he's non-committal on a winner, he warns no one should sleep on Jack Della Maddalena, calling JDM dangerous, skilled, and fully deserving of the spotlight. At the same time, Kamaru gives Islam his props, naming him the current pound-for-pound king. Either way, this fight could spark major developments and shift the entire UFC landscape.
So, do you predict that Islam would win the 70 belt once that fight gets made?
I'm not predicting anything. All I'm saying to you guys is stop sleeping on JDM. He's very, very talented. Very, very talented. That's why he's the champion right now. So let's not sleep on him. Islam, of course, is pound for pound, #1. So let's not sleep on him too. It's going to be an interesting fight. I will be watching that fight, and I'll take the winner.
How big would a fight between you and Islam be? That would have to be like one of the biggest fights in the company.
Of course. When have we ever had former pound for pound and current pound for pound?
Whether you agree with the matchmaking or not, there's no denying this fight is absolutely fascinating to watch unfold. Islam Makhachev versus Jack Della Maddalena isn't just any main event, it's a clash of styles, pressure, and raw violence. Even Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson is hyped, calling it one of the most intriguing fights on the horizon. Plus, he reminds us that Dana White is keeping his promise to Islam, a 170-pound title shot if he takes out JDM, turning dreams into reality. This is one fight you definitely won't want to miss.
Here we go. I do love this. I do respect this about Dana White. He did said that, you know, if Jack Della wins, he will give Islam Makhachev the opportunity to go up and fight for the 170-pound belt, which I think Islam Makhachev has done enough. He's beat Volk twice. He's beat pretty much everybody in the lightweight division. Charles Oliveira, he hasn't fought Justin Gaethje. I think it's time for him to have the opportunity to become a double champ. And I like this fight a lot. I like it a lot because, you know, they both move good on the feet. They both move a lot.
Johnson sums it up perfectly. Makhachev brings elite wrestling, brutal judo trips, and relentless pressure that smothers like a heavy blanket, while JDM counters with sharp boxing, deadly accuracy, and ice-cold nerves. Both are big, smart, and dangerous. A true collision of champions in the making. This isn't just a fight, it's war. The octagon is about to become volatile. A pressure cooker of violence and strategy where Makhachev and Della Maddalena will push every limit, testing each other like never before.
Body kicks, you can definitely see Islam go for a double leg takedown, uses judo, his wrestling. And how would Jack Della respond? Jack Della's crisp on the feet as well, with his hands to straight punches. They're both big 170ers, and I'm excited for this fight. If I had to guess, this fight will probably take place at MSG. Reason why I say that is because you have Jack Della who just fought. He's pretty banged up. So let's give him 2 months to recover. That puts us in May, June, July. Okay, July. Then you have, I would like Jack Della to get at least 3 to 2 months to prepare for this fight. So July, August, September, October, November 5th is right when they're going to do it. So if I had to say it, they'll probably put this fight on next to hopefully John Jones versus Tom Aspinall. If I had to guess, this is going to be MSG, Madison Square Garden. That's when this fight's going to happen. But I'm very happy that they have decided to give Islam Makhachev the opportunity to fight for the 170-pound strap.
But why are fans daydreaming about all the super fights that could be coming? Islam Makhachev recently dismissed the idea of facing Ilia Topuria. While he made it clear he respects Topuria's talent, he believes that fight just doesn't make sense right now. Islam is chasing bigger challenges, opponents who match his skill and the stakes he's earned. Simply put, that's not Topuria, at least not yet.
You know, Ilia Topuria is talking about coming to 155, and you're like, I'm tired of these little people coming up to fight me.
That makes sense. Give the chance third time from the same guy. Okay, I beat the Volkanovski twice. People still say you beat small guy.
Yeah.
He's not your weight division. If I beat Topuria, it's gonna be same.
The same thing.
Everybody gonna talk same. If I
go up,
takes a second belt. This is a legacy.
But you know, one of your friends, you guys are teammates, you and Bilal.
Honestly, Bilal killed my plan, you know.
Yeah.
We become like close friend. We have same manager. Nobody would know what's gonna be in the future, you know. I just have same dream.
Yeah.
I want to be double champ. I want to be like you know. Champ. How many? 11 times defend your belt.
You're on your way, man. You're on your way.
However, Israel Adesanya backs teammate JDM to knock back Islam Makhachev. Speaking with Volkanovski on his YouTube channel, Adesanya provided his cerebral prediction for Makhachev versus Maddalena. Adesanya explained, I don't think Islam is going to be able to handle Maddalena in the scrambles, or when he gets back up. Della's just so stoic and he just focuses on his own game. And when he does that, I really think he's going to get him. Islam Makhachev steps into this fight carrying an aura of invincibility, but make no mistake, there is a blueprint to beat him. His only loss came way back in 2015 when Adriano Martins caught him cold with a perfectly timed counterpunch that sent shockwaves through the division. Now, the countdown has begun. The fight world is focused on this clash of titans. One of MMA's most relentless fighters, Islam Makhachev, whose Dagestani discipline and grappling skills have made him so dangerous, is about to face his toughest challenger yet, a JDM JDM, who is lightning quick, strikes with surgical intention, and has a vicious killer instinct. JDM has climbed the ranks and is coming for the title. This isn't just another title defense, it's a clash of styles, skills, and heart. The unyielding pressure and pinpoint precision of Makhachev versus the explosive power and unpredictability of Madalena. Can Islam continue the legacy he inherited from Khabib by breaking down yet another rising star? Or is Jack Della Maddalena ready to pull off the biggest upset of the year? One thing's absolutely clear, this fight will answer major questions and could reshape the lightweight division forever. So, fight fans, who do you believe will come out on top? Will Islam impose his will and continue his dominance? Or will JDM shock the world with a breakout performance that no one saw coming? Drop your predictions in the comments below. Don't forget to smash that like button, share this video with your fight fam, and subscribe so you never miss the hottest fight breakdowns. Big fights, bold opinions. This is just the beginning. Stay locked in.